I'm so excited! We're gonna finish it. Hold on, I'm too small. Hold on. Oh no, I'm too small. Hold on. Scuff. The scuff. There we go. Hi, Missy! How you doing? I will notice you.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
I've got no legs. They're somewhere. Oh, damn it, the TTS. Damn it. I will replay it. There we go.
At message became a boy. First. Notice me. Nii-Nii:_Pirawe.
Oh, you got the clippy! I was thinking of doing the clippy, but with the sour hair.
K4 became a boy.
Boy.
At Levi for waifu donated $2 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama.
Arigato.
Cat.
Clippy with the sour hair. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But then I got lazy. Why didn't it play it? Hold on.
Hey, Sawa. How it be, G?
Okay, hold on.
Hey, Sawa. How it be, G? Why are women horrible to me in specific? Should I really just become an asshole?
No?
At Detective Glaive donated $5 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama.
Arigato.
Oh boy. Looks like we got ourselves a real brain bender tonight, eh, boss? Don't worry. I got the brats and cheese curds for the stakeout.
I had to like train my voice today. And the only way I can really train my voice without people realizing that I'm a voice actor is by singing some crappy songs. And since the last time we did the karaoke for members, right? That stupid song you guys asked about has been in my freaking head, man. It's been in my head. You know, if you just ask them for Bob's and Vagine, they give it to you. Did you know that? That's anyway, but yes, that's been in my head. Is this one? Hold on. Damn it. I don't want to play it because I might get in trouble. Because it is from Disney. It's the Hercules one. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's the Hercules one. Why are comments turned off on the last Yuppie Psycho stream? Are you serious right now? No way. Hold on. I'm going to check. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? Hold on. What the fuck? I didn't turn off the comments! What the fuck is this? I wouldn't even know how to turn off the fucking comments! How the fuck this is happening? Help me! What does this happen? No! I wouldn't even know how to do that. Published unresponded? No! What do you mean? There was comments here! How do I do this? How do I get them back? I need the comments here! What is this shit? No! No! The comments, how do I... How does this happen? What the fuck, man? This is why I'm gonna be real. I've been kind of depressed lately with this whole content creation bullshit. Cause things just keep going wrong. Things just keep fucking happening. And I feel like it's just getting worse and worse and worse. What the fuck? Why, editor? Do I click editor? How do I fucking get the comments back? Publish? Are all of them held? Are they? Nothing's held. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Is it just that video? What the fuck is going on? That was a fun freaking stream too. What the fuck? What the fuck? Grok, how do you turn on? How do you do this? I wouldn't even know. I mean, I've been using YouTube for such a long time, but things change so often that you kind of sit there going like, what? What's this? Oh, that? I have to relearn everything. What the fuck? Stream customization. He just has a live chat. But why is my customization being a bitch? Undo changes. Undo changes. Nothing. What the fuck? Well, I'm sorry. I just don't... Why is it doing that? Why did it do that? I'm just gonna have to... Why? Well, damn. First I find out that I can't buy a game that I want to buy. Oh, I also heard, I don't know if this is true, PayPal bans buying ebooks. Is this true, chat? Is this true? Oh my god. Is this really true? Hold on, let me look this shit up. PayPal ebooks ban. My PayPal account has been banned for buying smutty ebooks. Have I done something illegal? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, hold on. Let me read this. This is a Daria Dover. Oh, this is from the r/legal advice UK. My PayPal account has been banned for buying smutty ebooks. Have I done something illegal? Oh my god. So my account has been banned a couple of days ago for making purchases which violate the terms of service upon querying with staff over the phone. I've been told that it was ebooks that I've been buying. I'm panicking a little bit right now. I haven't done anything illegal, have I? If you have to ask yourself that is a fucking problem. I haven't been buying smut, right? That isn't illegal yet. We're not under Sharia law. Are we in the UK? Ooh. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Good morning, son of Gondor. Or should I say good night? It's night where I'm at. But yeah, this is... Oh my gosh. Y'all... It ain't good. The books were mostly stuff about monsters and milking. Some dumb con stuff. Is it illegal? What do I need to do to protect myself? Do I delete my ebooks? Imagine!
Hey there. Hello? Yeah, we heard you was buying smut on the internet. PayPal told us. You're off to jail now.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god.
We heard you got a doujinshi? Oi, have you got a license for those monster books? Those monster periodicals?
I'm trying to speak like I have bad teeth, if you couldn't tell. It's very hard. It's very, very difficult. Etchy book ban. Oh no. As I understand it, you've done nothing illegal, but you signed terms of service that included something about adult content, and PayPal feel you violated that. So yes, they can terminate your. Oh, thank you for letting me know that they can be outside of the law. They can have a culture that is outside of the law entirely. It's fucking retarded. It's fucking retarded. And I don't even like smut, but it is fucking retarded. Because a lot of the shit you would think, like, okay. It's funny that some hentai have excellent plot lines.
Please do not recommend those here. Recommend them elsewhere.
At Deadly Capsule became
Not
a
here.
boy. It's funny that some hentai has excellent plot lines.
Oh my god, what is it's against PayPal's policy, not against the law. Okay, so all the government needs to do is say, hey, corporations, we want you to do things that the law does not fucking, like, that can't be enforced by law. We want you to ban shit that we can't actually ban. That's all they need to fucking do. Oh, and here's some money on top of that in infrastructure. Go ahead, corpos. Do what you do best. That's essentially what they're gonna do. Because that's what I would do if I was evil. I mean, I am evil. But yes. That's what I would do. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna pay you this money and you're gonna ban everything that has, what I don't like. Yeah. PayPal, wait, it was this? Oh, that's 2024. So about a year later, they bring it back. PayPal lifts ban on erotic books. Which aren't... I mean, they're not my cup of tea, so... I found out that a lot of women like them, though. These erotic books with monsters in them. It is weird because on my Twitter feed, I saw this today. And let me tell ya, that back beard, that design right there for the monster girl, that is fucking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, I don't care what they say. It's very cute and I like it. Gives me ideas. Gives me ideas for a model or 2 or 3. How would we feel about that? If I just became a Cyclops who lost my glasses. Do I have a Monster Girl license? I don't know. Now he'll never... What? What? Oh, you're talking about somebody else. Don't talk about somebody else. I'll get jealous. Not really. I just don't care. Why Mono Eye and not Cyclops? Is that not a Cyclops? Is it not? They're all... Well... I do like Mono Eye's, I do like it. But that's not my style, per se. I like this one. I like that one. You can't see my fucking pointer. I like that one. You know which one I like.
Baka.
Yeah. Monster Girl Encyclopedia has a specific variant for everything. Oh. It just comes up on my feed sometimes. And I go, oh, that looks nice. That Monster Girl's cute. That looks nice. I think I'm getting Monster Girl pilled. And I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it, but that's fine. Okay. So what were we doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna do Higurashi. Higurashi. So. Let me get some tea. Oh, speaking of tea, hold on. Does this work? Now? Does this work? Yay! It's tea time! Save 10% off your entire order from thedragonstreasure.com. Just go and use my code sawagrapesama at the checkout, and you can save 10% off your next order of tea, coffee, soap for your body. Yeah, It's good. So, go now! Go! Go now! Arigato. No. See, it's in my head again. It's in my head again. It's in my head. That stupid fucking... Oh, thank you, Movin. It's in my head again. It's in my head again. How does that go? Oh, God. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? Well, you can hear me sing it if you remember. At least some of it. It's in my head. I was in the garden just singing it, too. Buy some soap right now. Y'all need it. Ooh. Shots fired. Monster girls are pretty good outside of the entry stuff, like Monster Musume and MGQ. Well, that's what I looked at. It was Monster Musume. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And I think it's causing something. I don't know. I don't know. Did you see the cat? Yes.
Yes.
She's following me now. She's following me and she wants to come inside my house and she wants to live here. But that can't happen. That can't happen. Wait, there was a second there was... No. There's only one thunder pussy. And she's been trying to sneak into my house. Okay. Now that I know that, I have to fix that. What's this? What's this? Oh, yeah, the game I can't buy because of some fucking DMCA bullshit. I can't have nothing nice, man. I just... What's the point anymore? What's the point of looking forward to shit? I can't have nothing fucking nice, man. Just... To the game zone. Now I'm really huge. Where's VTube Studio? I gotta get smaller. Oh, thank you. The animated intro is made by Frozen Yale. Yeah. Sour your blood pressure. My blood pressure has always been really good. Hi, Andy! It's always been pretty good, surprisingly. For being a melanated individual. I forgot where it's at. I gotta go to the game. Wait, there's something in my cart? What's in there? Did I try to buy something and forgot? It's not showing me what's in the cart. What's in the cart, huh?
At Deadly Capsule donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawagrapesama. Tiger is being extra sassy today.
Why is it in my cart? It's free. Fallout London One Click Edition. Oh. Oh no. No. Installed. Let's see, we're gonna play this. What does it say? This wants me to download something? No, I won't do that. No, thank you. Not gonna happen. Okay. Hold on. Ignore? It wants me to do something. Hold on. Why is it telling me to do something? What game were you trying to buy that PayPal said no to? It wasn't PayPal. It was just Steam in general and other places. It was Trials of Innocence? And I wanted to play it because it's a Chinese knockoff of the Ace Attorney, I think. But no, it won't let me because copyright, DMCA, I just want to enjoy the things before I fucking die, man. Can I just enjoy it before I die? Whatever.
高野さんも監督も大石も俺が死ねと念じたら
Okay,
本当に死んでしまったんだ。
we are near the end, supposedly.
ありがとう、
At
Monkey's
Monkey's
Uncle.
Uncle 6 became a pee boy.
Wow,
Happy Sunday fun day boss.
Happy Sunday.
Pee pee.
Boy. Ah, thank you.
I'm not lying. I don't want to believe it either, but it's true. Takana-san, Coach, and Oishi. I wanted them dead. And they really died. They really did. They died then. Yeah. I'm really close to the ending. Like, how close? Minutes, hours from the end?
Nice. I forgot to download the other mod and the other part for it. So when this is done, we'll probably do something else. Like, maybe play the demo of that, thingamahooser. Or maybe wait and download it. I don't know. Yeah, I forgot. Well, when you guys say, like, oh, we're gonna be done in, like, 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. It's never 5 more minutes. It's 45 fucking minutes. So, yeah.
For a little while, Satoko was at a loss. A long silence ensued.
At Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama. 30 minutes left. Trust me, boss.
I will
Thumbs
trust
up
you.
emoji.
You're a good egg. I will trust you. You're from the Midwest. I will trust everybody from the Midwest. What a scary story.
ケイチさんにせめて嫌われないように気をつけませんと。
You should be sure not to get on your bad side, Keiichi-san.
それだけじゃない。
And that's not all. You know, this voice is actually really good today. I don't know why, but it's coming out pretty natural. Pretty gosh darn natural, if I don't say so myself. I'm a New Yorker and not from the Midwest.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, that's right. You were complaining about the kami in your yesterday. You broke your voice. Kind of. Well, that's right. You're complaining about the kami that might be your mayor in New York City.
He's a rat.
That's right. He is a rat.
And that's not all.
おかしいこともあるんだ。
There's something even stranger.
それはお前のおじなんだ。
It's about your uncle.
おじさまの話はやめてくださいましな。
何これ? What? Bitch, what? What the fuck? I would rather not talk about my uncle.
昨日いたんだろ。
He was there yesterday, right?
お前の家に。
At your house.
あの人の話はやめてくださいまし。
I'm telling you, if she lied about...
Boy, if she lied about her uncle being alive, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. Yo, I'm gonna be straight to pissed the fuck off. Cause I went there digging him up in the dirt. First of all, my dumb ass should have done went to her house to see if his ass was still alive. Cause we already know she lied. She a liar. No, I can't even. I can't
Why does she not want me to talk about him? What's going on? What's going on? What's good, bitch? What's this? Could we please stop talking about him? I don't want to.
ありえないんだ。
It's impossible.
あいつが
He
いるわけが
couldn't
ない
have
んだ。
been there.
I said stop talking about him. No. No.
あの男が綿流しの夜以降いるわけがないんだ。
That man couldn't have been there after the night of the Watanagashi. Because I...
No. No more, please. No more about that man.
俺が殺したんだ。
I killed him!
この手で。
With my own hands! Even the cicadas stopped crying. Her face was streaked with tears, and it stiffened even more as she looked at me in disbelief.
俺が綿流しの祭りの夜にお前の叔父を殺したんだ。
On the night of the Watanagashi festival, I killed your uncle.
だからお前の家に帰ってくるなんてことはありえないんだ。
It's impossible that he could have gone back home. But still, he went back. And last night, he found fault with the dinner you made him, yelled all sorts of things at you, and then basically boiled you in the bathtub. That couldn't possibly have happened.
だから俺はあの男を確かに殺したという証拠を確かめるために埋めた死体を昨日掘り返したんだ。
So I wanted to make sure I had actually killed him. So yesterday, I went to dig up the corpse I buried.
だがそこには死体はなかった。
But the body wasn't there.
こんなことがありえると思うか。
Is that even possible?
確かに殺した
I
ん
killed
だ。
him for sure.
死体がないんだ。
But there was no body.
そして何事もなかったかのように帰宅してお前の前に。
And he went home like nothing happened. Home to you and
こんなことがあっていいはずないだろう。
that wasn't supposed to happen, was it? Satoko's entire body stiffened. She was shrinking away, like there was someone in front of her, about to hurt her.
お前も
You probably...
俺のこと頭が変になったって思ってるんだろうな。
You probably think I've gone a little crazy, don't you?
無理もないさ。
I don't blame you.
俺だって信じられない。
I can't believe it myself.
圭一さんはきっと偶然呪った人が死んでしまったんで混乱してるだけに違いありませんわ。
Keiichi-san, I think you are very confused after all the people you wished were dead coincidentally died.
監督の自殺にショックを受けて気が動転してるだけなんですのよ。
You're just in shock at Coach's suicide, and you're really upset.
今日はもう学校を休んでお家で休んだ方がよろしいと思いますわ。
I think you should stay home from school today and rest.
私はもう平気ですから、どうかご自分の体を大事になさいまし。
I'll be fine. So, please, take care of yourself.
Satoko spoke like she understood me, but she also told me to go home. I could see the revulsion in her face, and knew that she didn't want to be around me anymore.
さとこをちゃんと診療所まで見送ったら俺も帰る。
Once I show you to the clinic, I'll go home.
さとこだってまだ足元がフラフラじゃないか。
Your legs are still shaking, aren't they?
途中で倒れたら大変だぞ。
It would be terrible if you collapsed halfway there.
私はもう本当に大丈夫なんです。
Really? I'm fine now.
男の人にいつまでもこんな姿を晒していたくないんですのよ。
I don't want to keep exposing myself to a man any more than this.
Bitch! I saved your ass from boiling water, bitch! I ain't just any man.
She's lying. She's lying. I'm gonna say it right now. To a man, look, bro. Just go home. Just go home. To a man, bitch. I saved your ass. I can't even with this all right now. I can't even. I'm gonna drink my tea and just. I can't even. Oh, I'm naked. Oh no. Bitch, you almost got boiled. Shut your bitch ass up. I can't even. I can't even.
She wobbled up the shrine steps, looking like she was about to fall.
But you download the next arc to read after this one? Maybe. I might just play a demo after this one, though.
I immediately ran up to her and was Captain Save and helped her stay on her feet. But then, Satoko promptly jumped away from me. Oh! Big fucking shocker, Keiichi Matabata! The outright rejection hurt a lot. When she got to the top of the stairs, her breathing was ragged, and she wasn't even looking at me.
At Detective Blake donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. All she does is eat hot chip and lie.
Right?
Bad Satoko.
You're right. When you're right, you're right.
At this point, I was being ignored. Well, it was more like she didn't want to have anything to do with me. It really was a feeling of rejection. And that hurt my heart more than any blade could have. This was the path I chose, for her sake. To be treated like this at the end of it all was just so saddening. Don't be naive, Keiichi Matabata. You never wanted to be repaid in the first place. You didn't do it so that Satoko would thank you. You did it so Satoko would be happy. And that was what led to this ending. Rika-chan's house was a disaster prevention storehouse used by the town council. If you went past it a little further through the shrine grounds, you'd probably reach the back of the assembly hall. Satoko was heading there, walking quickly, the gravel under her feet crunching as she went. Did she want to get there as soon as possible, or did she want to run away? I couldn't tell. And then I heard the vigorous sound of wings flapping. I turned around and saw a crow. What is going on? I hadn't seen many crows since coming to Hinamizawa. I saw a lot of them in my old town, though. On garbage day. Garbage day! On garbage day, they flocked to trash collection points, peck through the bags with their beaks, drag out the contents, and have a feast. As I was remembering that, I saw a few crows flocking around the shrine's donation box, and I thought how terrible it was for someone to leave a garbage bag in a place like that. The cicadas quieted. Breathing stopped. Thoughts ceased. Even time came to a halt. I ran over to where the crows were flocking. It's a dead body, isn't it? I ran there in order to drive a horrible idea out of my mind. I definitely hadn't wanted this. There was no way I would ever wish for this, even by mistake. This was not. When they noticed my vicious approach, the crows all flapped upwards, fleeing into the sky. When the crows' big black bodies flew away, they exposed the garbage bag. Nice, huh? Pretty sweet. What had I seen there? The scream had escaped my throat before I understood what I was looking at. What was this? Nice work, Tarzan, you damn right. Satoko came over as well, realizing something had happened. And she looked over my shoulder. Then she screamed as well. This wasn't... The garbage bag was crimson, dyed in fresh blood. Enough of this stupid roundabout way of saying it. That's right. Yes! It was Rika-chan! Our friend. Satoko's best friend. Always easygoing, clever as a cat, but so cute you couldn't hate her. Our friend, Rika-chan. Rika-chan was stark naked. She was face up, limbs sprawled. Her eyes were like glass, just staring up into the sky. And
Rika! 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 Rika!
Satoko broke down crying on the spot. And yet, she still couldn't approach her friend's remains. The crows had gotten through the garbage bag and they dragged out an apple peel and spread it all over. No. Crows, they couldn't do this.
Hold on. Hold on, I gotta hear it again. Hold on. Oh, damn it, I don't have a gag reflex. I literally... What the fuck, man?
Why, God? Why? Why, God? Why do this to me?
I was gonna do it, bro. Hold on, let me try again. Nope. But I can choke, so that works. Just you know.
Gale donated $2 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama.
I gotta look at it like a
Is that a
nasty
sound
thing.
humans make?
Is that a sound human like? Yeah, duh. The voice actors for this are really good. They're just that good. YouTube's community standards thanks you, okay?
On the spot, I started vomiting. The sour taste,
Hey!
became a bitter one as I threw up over and over again. Rika-chan, her stomach was cut wide open, vertically, completely open.
Rika!
Crows couldn't have done this. And from her open stomach, her organs, her bowels were dragged out like children's toys, left all over the floor. That unbelievable sight induced oxygen deprivation in my brain. Color left my vision. A pounding headache, dizzy, and I wanted to vomit. It was like the nightmarish remains of a ceremonial killing. Someone, somewhere had killed Rika-chan, brought her here, laid her here with her limbs sprawled out, and then cut open her stomach and dragged out her intestines. Red and pink viscera were sticking out of her gut, and her intestines were scattered in every direction, like it had been for fun. The entire ground was covered in an ocean of red and black. A few of the crows had hopped around inside that ocean. They walked through the sea of blood, leaving bloody footprints. And those footprints, there were several still left on Rika-chan's body. Those sinister prints made it seem even more like a bizarre ritual killing. I may have wished for Takano-san and Coach and Oishi to die, but I don't remember ever wishing for Rika-chan's death.
そうさ
Yeah,
俺じゃない
it wasn't
俺じゃな
me.
い
It wasn't me.
俺じゃ
It wasn't me. I stumbled backwards and stepped on a newspaper. A newspaper? In a place like this? The newspaper that was covering my hatchet. I'd kept it wrapped up and on my belt in order to carry Satoko, and that newspaper had fallen off. Jeez, don't scare me like that. I bent down to pick it up, and then Satoko looked at me with such disbelief as I'd never seen, and froze. She was looking straight at me, at the hatchet on my belt.
落ち着け
Calm down, Satoko. This isn't what it looks like. Satoko, trembling madly, backed away.
俺じゃない
It wasn't me.
俺じゃないんだ
It wasn't me.
俺じゃ
It wasn't.
人殺し
She didn't care at all if she was exposing herself through the towel. She just trembled and tried to step back from the demon in front of her.
サトコ落ち着いてくれ
Satoko, please calm
頼む
down.
から冷静
Please,
になってくれ
relax.
サト
Satoko. Screaming weakly, Satoko began to run, unsteadily. Run. Away, that is.
待ってくれサトコ
Mate, Satoko! Wait, please wait, Satoko!
違うんだ
You're wrong!
違うんだ
That's not it! The way she ran away, it was so weak, so slow. So if I wanted to go after her, I could have caught up, but I'd be walking with like a fucking hatchet in my hand. Wait, it's not chasing a naked girl. The optics, man, bro, the optics, man. Wait, little girl, I just want to talk to you. With this hatchet in hand. Yeah, why are you running? Why? But if I try to grab Satoko's shoulder or something right now, she might actually go crazy. So I had to follow her and try to clear this up. Yeah.
高野さんを殺して
You killed Takano-san
監督を殺して
and Coach
大石さんも殺したんでございましょ
and Oishi-san, didn't you?
うおじさまを殺そうとしてリカまで
You killed my
Rika,
uncle,
buddy.
and then you killed Rika.
人殺し
You murderer!
違う
No!
俺じゃない
It wasn't me!
俺は殺してなんかいない
I didn't kill her!
何を言ってるんですの
What are you saying?
あなたさっき自分で言ったじゃありません
You
か。
just said it yourself, did you not?
死ねって。
You wanted them to
死んでしまえ。
die!
それでみんな死んでしまったんでしょ。
And then everyone died, didn't they?
俺はその
Well, no!
死ねって思っただけで
Just wishing that they were dead. I couldn't.
自分で何をしたか記憶に残っていないんでございましょう。
You don't even remember what you did you?
そんな人の話
Oh,
なんか
do you?
信用できるわけありませんわ。
Hold on, let me sip some more tea. This is wild, man. Ah, yes. Yeah, who would want Rika to die? Impossible. Impossible, me. You don't even remember what you did, do you? How can I trust a person like you?
人を殺した時の記憶が欠落してるだけなんじゃありませんの。
Didn't your memory of killing them just slip your mind?
いや、記憶がないふりをしてるだけなんじゃありませんの。
No. Maybe you're only pretending not to remember.
第一、そのナタは何なんですのよ。
Besides, what is that hatchet for?
説明してごらんなさい。
Try explaining that.
It's for hatcheting. Hatcheting.
ほらほらほら。
Hora. See?
ケイチさんは殺人鬼じゃありませんの。
Keiji-san, you're a killer, aren't you?
どうしてですの。
Why did you do it?
ちょっと意地悪だったけど、楽しくて優しい。一度は本当のニーニーかもしれないとまで思ったのに。
You were a little mean. You were fun and kind. And once, I even thought you might be my real Nii-Nii.
どうしてそんな風になってしまっ
Why
た
did you
ん
turn
ですの。
into this?
I might have been able to slowly answer each one of Satoko's questions at a time. But in this situation, explaining my innocence in such a short period of time was impossible. Ah, there's that word again. Impossible. Interesting. I mean, I didn't even know if I was really innocent anyway. At the very least, I killed Satoko's uncle. There was no body, but I killed him. Without a doubt. At that point, I was far from innocent. And I wish Takana-san, Coach, and Oishi were dead. And that curse of mine was granted. When I wished for Takana-san to die, I didn't think of it as anything more than a normal thing you'd say to someone you didn't like. Yeah, I wish Chat was dead. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Let's see what happens. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Okay, take backsies.
You're all still here? Okay. Good. Ah, yes, but some of you won't be here in the future. I'm predicting. Woo! Sawa's crystal ball. I should do that dumb shit for a call. We should do call-ins and then I dress up as some silly like fortune teller with a crystal ball and take calls. Miss Sawa, yeah. Like Miss Cleo. We could do it for Halloween, yeah, sure. All that stuff is so fake. Anyway.
But then, she actually did die. And I realized that if I wanted people to die, they could. And hoping it would happen again, I cursed Coach and Oishi to the same fate. So, even ignoring Takana-san's death, Coach and Oishi were completely premeditated crimes. While I...
Oh my gosh, I was about to sneeze. Okay.
Was I a killer, just like Satoko said? Was I unable to distinguish between illusion and reality? Was I some weirdo on Twitter that's unable to tell fiction from reality? I don't know. I don't know, Chad. I might be. Was I unable to distinguish between illusion and reality and turned into a demon without remembering it? Becoming a killer who carried out Oyashiro-sama's curse? No, that couldn't be. It was impossible. Ah, damn it! The very word impossible was impossible in Hinamizawa right now. How many freaking times have I said that word these past 3 days? Satoko had started crying again, and was walking unsteadily. At first it felt like she was still running, but now it was like she was walking away crying from someone bullying her.
どうして
Why?
どうしてこんなことになってしまったんですの
Why did things turn out this
ど
way?
うしてどうして
Why? Why?
There was an answer to that. If there was an answer to that, then I wanted to know it too. Why? Why had it turned out like this?
ニーニーがいなくなってずっと寂しかったけど
After Nii-Nii went away, I was lonely for a long time.
圭一さんが転校してきてくれてまたみんな明るくなって
But then Keiichi-san transferred to our school, and everyone was happy again.
楽しくなって毎日が光ってたのに
It was fun again. Every day was beautiful.
Yeah, she was right. Those days were bright and beautiful. And yet, after that, Satoko and I shouted the exact same thing.
どうしてこんなことに
How did it turn out like this? The cicadas were sneering at our spectacle, our strange game of tag. Ah, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Eventually, I heard the murmuring of a stream. The forest parted, and a suspension bridge appeared. Satoko was crossing dangerously, wobbling as though she might fall at any moment. And then I stepped into the bridge. It swayed a lot, causing Satoko to stagger and fall on the spot.
大丈夫か佐藤
Satoko, are you okay?
近寄らないで
Don't come near me!
人殺し
You murderer!
Satoko shouted, her hatred made very clear. It was sad. If words could cut, then this warmth flowing from my eyes would have been blood for sure.
どうしてこうなってしまったんですの
Why did it turn out this way?
ケイチさんのこと大好きだったのに
Oh, Daisuke! Daisuke! Oh no! Why did it turn out this way? Keiichi-san, that little hick. I really liked you. Arigato, Akiba.
At Akiba_CH became a pull boy. 24 months time flies. People
I
can't
know.
wait for my funeral.
I know. It looks so cool. So cool. I'm excited. Don't forget to take pictures when you get it. Don't forget. And then tag #Sawaganda.
I wanted to go up to her and give her a hand.
Oh, can we see the old art? No. No. No, it said no. I don't think so.
But the distance between us was uncrossable. If I got any closer, Satoko would start shouting again. And say things that would hurt me deeply again. Why are you following her? Just walk the fuck away, bro. Oh, thank you.
Those mosquitoes are having a feast on Satoko.
Yeah, they might be. Oh my god, mosquitoes are terrible to me. Horrible. It's like they know I'm Puerto Rican and I have You have ethnic blood? Oh, delicious. Your blood has seasoning in it. Ooh, adobo, sazon. Ooh. Bzz. Do they buzz? I don't know what they do. They just dip all over. Tastes like salsa verde. Ooh. Fucking mosquitoes.
White people don't season their blood.
That's right, they don't. They do not season their blood. It's true. Anyway, back to this.
So, I couldn't approach any closer than this.
Satoko.
At Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. BZZ team. Foreign blood. How exquisitely novel.
Foreign blood. How exquisitely novel. Delicious. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, change the art style. I'm trying. Oh my god! Okay, what's this one? Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness! This one is bad. This one is like still. But this one, this original one. What the fuck, bro? And the towel is blue. Okay. We'll put it on this one. With the big foreheads. Lou, don't know.
Satoko!
俺にも
I
なん
don't...
でこうなったかわからないんだ。
I don't know how things turned out like this either.
でもこれだけは言える。
But
At Macaw
I can
donated
see
$2
this.
to the most wickedest Sawashama.
Arigato.
Is this Negal fi ghat ka nahi?
No, never. That never happened. Girls aren't funny. OGR'd be like, hold on. No means no, Oni-chan. Yeah, it looks like, yeah. You right.
Almost as if you're familiar with that kind of content. Baka hentai.
リカちゃんを殺したのは俺じゃないんだ。
I wasn't the one who killed Rika-chan.
それだけは
At
絶対に
least... Yeah, at least that is true.
いい加減なこと言わないでほしいですわ。
Please stop being so absurd.
自分の記憶にも自信が持てない人が何を言ったってどう信じればいいって言うんですの？
How do you expect me to believe anything from someone who can't even rely on his own memories? Oh yeah, hold on, let me start that over. I was laughing at a bot. In my head. Okay, I'll change the art style back. You guys are such babies. Babies. But I will I'll question your request. Is that how that goes? I'll accept it. I'll accept it. I like both. I like them all. They're fun. I actually like this one because it shows like the scaredness of her. This one is more like, hold on. This one's more like, This one's like, This one's like, I hope that makes sense. But yes. Please stop being so absurd. How do you expect me to believe anything someone who can't even rely on his own memories has to say?
I tightened my hands into fists.
Am I gonna punch her? What am I gonna...
This was mortifying. I wasn't crazy. Hinamizawa was crazy.
Donated $5 to the most evil list Sawashama. Too many tomatillo sucking mosquitoes. Towel scary.
Yeah, towel scary. Oh, towel scary. Oh no. Oh no. Is that your excuse for not taking a bath? Towel is scary. Ooh. Towel is not scary. Are you winning, Mom?
Oh yeah, every time I'm winning when I'm sitting here.
Doing all my dumb voices. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Goo goo gaga. Is that what you guys are playing? Goo goo gaga, baby. Goo goo gaga. Oh man.
Hinamizawa was crazy. Ever since I wandered into it. Lost. On that one night. This insane world. Where I was at the festival when I wasn't. And the uncle I killed was alive. Where death would come just by wishing it. It was this world's fault. Mion and Reina started acting strangely. Like they were possessed by something too. And Coach wouldn't believe anything I had to say. And even Satoko, who I should have protected, was yelling at me like this. Was the price for killing a man supposed to be this high? Was I really going to be forced to stay in such a bitter world? I did the right thing. At least I wanted to. So then, why? I hated it. Every time I asked why, the days Satoko and I enjoyed in peace went so wrong.
Satoko,
Satoko,
信じてくれ。
please believe me.
俺は人殺しじゃ
I'm
ない。
not a murderer.
ではそのナタは何なんですの？
Then, what is that hatchet for?
納得のいく説明はできまして。
Can you give me a convincing explanation for that?
このナタが怖いのか？
Is this hatchet scaring you?
No, it's... Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. This is the guy that's supposed to be so smart, by the way. This is the guy. This is the one that took the test.
Oh, he's such a smart individual. Did you know that your son is so bright he could be in Mensa?
I think that's called Mensa. Fucking hell, I don't even know. He's special, I can tell. I can tell by the first chapter. But yeah, he's really special. Yeah, legit, just show her it's not bloody. That's what I'm waiting for. Like,
Hey, Earth to Satoko, if I actually did it, where's the blood? Huh? Baka. Is this hatchet scaring you?
じゃあ
Okay, I'll throw it away.
それなら安心だろ。
That's what you want, right? Satoko did not, but she seemed to be in agreement with that proposition. Don't throw your hatchet, bro. She's gonna stab you in the back.
he did it, didn't he? Okay.
I clumsily took the hatchet out of my belt, then dropped it over the side of the bridge into the stream below.
捨てたぞ。
There! It's gone.
これで
Now,
話を聞いてくれる
you'll
な。
listen to me, right?
武器を捨てたぐらいで気を許すと思いまして。
What did I say? What did I say? What did I... Yeah, he killed a random guy beneath the bridge.
No!
He's dead. Ah, the hatchet craves blood. Ah, yes.
Wrong person, hold on. Where's my water?
Where's my sip of water? Ah, yes. This is the right stuff.
I've been practicing that voice too, by the way. It's a new one. I don't know what to use it for, but I might use it for something.
Water is the best thing ever, isn't it, guys?
It's probably one of the most annoying voices I could do. Sounds like Rita Repulsia. Maybe. I didn't think of that. Yes. So you think I'll let my guard down? Just because you got rid of your weapon?
ケイイチさんほどの方なら私を素手で絞め殺すなんて簡単でしょうに。
Keiichi-san, you're strong. It would be easy for you to strangle me with your bare hands.
Then I'll cut off my hands. Where's the hatchet?
This fucking simp, man. This fucking simp.
Like hell I would ever want to kill Satoko. You baka.
じゃあどうしたらいい？
Then what should I do?
両手を頭の上で組んだらいいか？
Should I put my hands on my head? Should I do the Macarena? What do you want me to fucking do, bro?
そうですわね。
Yes. Why don't you?
両手を頭の上で組んで後ろを向いてくださいます。
Please, put your hands on your head and face the other way.
That was a cunning plan, much like the one she used during club activities. Putting my hands on my head and turning away would mean I couldn't attack Satoko very easily. I immediately acquiesced to her request. Oh shit! He brought it up too! Sweet! Aw shit. I acquiesced to her request, bruh, since it would make her feel better.
これでいいか？
Is this alright?
俺の話を聞いてくれ。
Please, listen to what I have to say. If she pushes me off the bridge, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Satoko stood up, then carefully approached me from behind. And then, she actually came right up behind me. She was so close, and yet I was so sad that I wasn't allowed to turn around.
ケイイチさんが悪くないのはなんとなくうすうす分かっていましたわ。
I think I understand that it wasn't your fault, Keiichi-san.
Huh?
多分
The
あなた
bell.
は何か悪いものに乗り移られただけなんです。
You hear the bells? Do you hear that? Oh no. I think, probably, you have just been possessed by something evil.
さっきまではケイイチさんが殺人鬼なんだと思ってたけど、私、わかりましたの。
Until before, I thought Keiichi-san was a killer. But now I know.
あなたの目を見ていたら。
After looking at your eyes.
I could hear that Satoko was still crying, but her voice was gentle just the same.
ケイイチさんが人殺しなんかするわけがない。
Keiichi-san could never kill anyone.
ケイイチさんの体を何か悪いものが乗っ取って悪事
Something
に駆り立てただけ。
simply possessed his body and made him do evil things.
Was she speaking literally right now? Or was she trying to admonish me? I couldn't tell.
思えばひょっとすると
Come to think of it, maybe
あの人たちもケイイチさんと同じものに乗り移られていたのかもしれない。
they were possessed, just like Keiichi-san.
あの時は殺されるとしか思わなかったからそこまでは考えが及ばなかったけど。
At the time, I was only thinking I would be killed, so I didn't think about it. Wait. At the time, I was only thinking I would be killed, so I didn't think about it. What does that mean? What does that mean? Did she kill everyone? I don't know. What mean? Yeah, what does that mean? But now, I understand.
あれは乗り移った何か悪いものの仕業だった。
That was the work of something evil that possessed you.
さとこ
Satoko,
何の話だ
are you? It was less like she was talking to me, and more like she was talking to herself, like she was confessing at my back.
分かってるんですの私。
I understand. You know,
身に覚えがないわけじゃないんですのよ。
it isn't like I haven't experienced it myself.
Satoko's voice started to become mixed with sobs. Her pained voice tore at my heart, but I didn't know what Satoko was talking about.
西宮殿の屋根によじ登ったことがありますの。
I climbed to the top of the ritual storehouse once.
何年も前のことですわ。
It was a few years ago.
Once, when Satoko was playing hide and seek at the shrine grounds, she climbed onto the roof of the storehouse for ritual implements, which everyone said not to go near, and hid. Then Satoko saw that she could get in through a window meant for ventilation. For Satoko, the word curse was plenty scary, but she was more curious about what was inside the unknown storehouse. Oh no. She removed the grating on the window, which was already hanging off, slid her small body into it, and climbed down inside. It was too dark to see much, but after descending, she realized just how high up she'd been. Despite the darkness, she could see a few things around her thanks to the faint light coming in from the air window. And to her disappointment, it was just a regular old storehouse. She tried to leave, but the door was locked up tight from the outside. It was made to not open from within. She would have to go out through the ventilation window she'd come in from. But the window was on the high wall, and there's no way she could have been able to climb back up. Yeah.
At Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Oh no, she saw the sounding chamber. Fearful face emoji.
Ah, yes, she saw it. Oh no.
Satoko desperately tried not to cry and racked her brain thinking of a way to get up there. There were a lot of birdcage-looking things hanging by chains from the ceiling. She took the hanging chains and strung them along the wall. If she climbed up a bundle of chains, she might be able to manage to climb up through the ventilation window. There was nothing else she could do, so she had to try. And try she did. It was dark and creepy, and she didn't want to stay there forever. The more she thought about it, the more she panicked. She climbed the bundle of chains. Satoko could hear clinks and clangs of everything creaking under her weight. And then, just as her hand reached the window, one of the metal fixtures she'd used to stick the chains on the wall flew off, and the chains all began to pull loudly and furiously every which way. Spurred on by the sounds behind her, she managed to get back onto the roof of the window. Because of the weight of the falling, flailing? Is that flailing? I'm gonna say flailing. Flailing bundle of chains. The other fixtures broke. Oh, shit! And the one of the big bird cages hanging from the ceiling fell to the floor with a huge noise. Under it was an image of Oyashiro-sama, his vessel, and the cage took off one of the arms, then trapped some other implements behind it. It didn't take very long for her to grow scared of what she'd done. The deafening noise could be heard from the rest of the shrine grounds. A few of the children heard it and gathered around, and of course, Rika was one of them. Then, Rika's father, the shrine priest, with an angry look, ran over. And then, as for what happened next, it was painful to remember. The only one who knew where Rika's parents kept their key to the ritual storehouse was Rika. So, he scolded her, saying that this happened because Rika pulled a prank and hid me in there. He was very angry and menacing. Just looking at him was enough to frighten anyone. He exposed Rika's back, took a strangely shaped ritual cane or something, and struck her with it several times. Rika's words at the time, "It wasn't me."
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That pitiful voice.
I still can't get it out of my head. I should have said it was me. I should have said so to save my best friend from that false accusation without being afraid of Rika's father's terrible temper.
Rika gritted her teeth and cried at the crime she didn't remember doing.
Ever since then, the world had been strange. わかってるんですの、私には。I know. I understand. これは、お社様のたたりだって。This is Oyashiro-sama's curse. あの時、最後伝を怪我して、親友を見捨てた私への天罰だって。His judgment for messing up the ritual storehouse and forsaking my best friend.
お社様のたたり。
Oyashiro-sama's curse.
父も母も濁流に消えた。My father and mother too. They vanished in that muddy stream. 意地悪だったおばも死んだけど、誰よりも私を可愛がってくれたニーニーも私を捨てて家出してしまった。My mean aunt died too, but then Nii-Nii, who loved me more than anyone, ran away from home. そして、and then, そして、and then, 圭一さんが転校してきて、やっと楽しい毎日が戻ってきたと思ったのに、今度は圭一さんが取りつかれて、Keiichi-san transferred in, and I thought I'd finally gotten my fun life back. But this time, Keiichi-san was possessed. Rika も殺されて、and even Rika got killed. 聞いたの私。There's something I heard once. お社様は本当にたたりをなすときは本人をすぐに殺さないんだって。Oyashiro-sama, when he really curses someone, he doesn't kill them right away. 親しい人から順に殺して、みんな殺してから最後に殺すんだって。He goes in order of your closest friends, and after killing them all, he kills that person last. だから、圭一さんもたたりにやられて。So Keiichi-san, the curse got you too. きっと今度はレナさんやミオンさんがたたられてしまうんですわ。I'm sure that Rena-san and Mion-san will be cursed next. そして殺したり殺されたり。And then they'll kill and be killed. もういいや。No, no more.
落ち着けよ、貞子。
Calm Calm down, Satoko.
りなんかない。
There is no curse.
誰もお前をいじめたりなんかしないって。
Nobody is trying to torment you. When I turned around, I was thrust away with amazing force. Given my hands were awkwardly placed on my head, I couldn't take the fall and lost my balance. And I'd been pushed not into the bridge, but to the side, towards the stream. No, this can't be happening. Ah! As one last miracle, I was allowed to grab a cord hanging from the bridge. Far below me was the stream.
At Renegade Shuriken became a boy
Arigato.
with mono hands. We
Wee! Yes, that's awesome, isn't it? Wee!
We were pretty high up, and below were rocks of all sizes. If I fell, it clearly wouldn't be pretty. The entire bridge was tilting under my body weight. My frail little grip probably couldn't last another minute before my fingers had to let go.
Satoko!
Satoko! Satoko! I didn't understand myself what I meant by shouting her name then. Was I asking her to save me? Was I asking her why she did this? Finally, everything came back into focus, and I saw Satoko. And I was surprised at what an odd expression she had. It was the first time I'd seen it. It was an expression of righteous anger, meant only for those who needed to die.
Die, you murderer! Give him back! Give back my Nii-Nii! Give back Rika and Mommy! And Gage-san!
As she screamed, she jerked the bridge to and fro. She didn't have to do that. I was going to fall anyway.
I won't. I won't lose to the likes of you! I won't lose to some stupid curse! I will never, ever lose to you! You took everyone. I will never lose to you. Not ever!
Satoko,
Satoko,
これだけは
please,
聞いてくれ。
just let me say one thing. I don't know what my face looked like at the time, but it seemed like it was enough to quell Satoko's agitation.
俺のしたことは確かに褒められるものじゃない。
I know that what I did isn't exactly praiseworthy.
いや、いけないことだったかもしれない。
No. In fact, maybe I should never have done it at all.
だけど、お前に幸せになってほしくってしたことだったんだ。
I did it because I wanted you to be happy.
それだけは信じてくれ。
Please, just believe that.
こいつ
You,
最後の最後だ
at the very end. You're still pretending to be Keiichi-san!
Satoko didn't seem to have any more desire to listen to what I had to say. And for that to happen, at the very end like this, was tragic.
お前に褒められたくてやったわけじゃなかった。
I didn't do any of it so you would praise
お
me.
前に幸せになってさえもらえればよかった。
If it made you happy, that was all that mattered.
俺たちはダメなんだ。
We were nothing
お前が笑っていないと
without your
ダメなん
smile.
だ。
You were nothing.
だから俺が消えたら笑ってくれ。
So, after I disappear, please smile.
俺が死ぬことで新しい生活を迎えたならきっと笑ってくれ。
So, after I disappear, please smile. If you can get on with your new life by my dying, then please just smile.
それだけ約束してくれないか。
Can't you at least promise me that?
喋るな。
Well, then. Stop speaking!
ケイジさんの口調で喋るな。
Don't use Keiji-san's mouth like that!
落ちろ。
Fall down!
落ちてしまえ。
And those were the last words Satoko ever said to me. Those sad, tragic, and altogether unrewarding words. What on earth was I? My desire to make Satoko happy ended up like this. Where did I first go wrong? And what was the mistake I made? When did I make it? Was I the crazy one? Or was it Hinamizawa? Even after all of this, I thought I wasn't crazy at all. It was this eerie world that was crazy. This world I'd accidentally wandered into one night. Because the fun world where I never doubted all the crazy times we had as a club would go on forever. It couldn't possibly have transformed into such an abnormal world. That fun world wouldn't have ended with this, with Satoko pushing me to my death. In the end, I was going to be swallowed up by this crazy world and disappear. No, I'd probably already disappeared. Yes, probably. On the night of the Watsunagashi. I'm sure that in the world I really belonged to, I had vanished that night, and everyone was worried. It was laughable that I had taken this long to figure out I wasn't around anymore. Oyashiro-sama's curse on the 5th year was Satoko's uncle dying and me disappearing. In the real world, Satoko had already been freed. Maybe my friends were all lamenting my disappearance and valiantly trying to get back on their feet. And even though they were down to 4 people, the club would reopen and they would have a good time without me, waiting for the day when I would come back. I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't come back home, but this is what I wished for. It was my wish for Satoko's smile, and my duty as her Nii-Nii. At this point, there will be nobody left to torture you, because Satoshi and I, it took 2 years, but we succeeded. That annoying, toothy smile of yours, we wanted to see it one more time. My pain wasn't gentle or merciful. It was a sharp pain, violent, powerful, and ruthless. What little compassion I had receded in the span of a moment. And now, I could die. I could say goodbye to this insane world. Farewell, crazed Hinamizawa. Thanks for giving me the psychic power to kill people whenever I wanted. If you still allow it, I wish for one last thing. The death of this very world, of this crazed Hinamizawa, so that nobody would ever again have to find themselves lost here again. I'm dead.
Higurashi when they cry.
Chapter 3. New tips! New tips unlocked! Research notes.
Oyashiro-sama. Nobody really knows what characters to use to write Oyashiro-sama. Knowing this is hard, partly because, depending on the time period, he has been called with various titles, with subtle changes to his name, and nobody knows the real one. The only thing all time periods agree on is that the 4 syllables Oyashir and Ro are always used. There's a theory stating the shrine of Oyashiro, dedicated to Oyashiro-sama itself, became an object of worship. And that people began calling it Oyashiro-sama, or Lord Honorable Shrine. But this doesn't make a bit of sense. I don't know whether this is related, but people say the Furude family, the most respected bloodline in terms of worshipping Oyashiro-sama, actually inherited his blood. And in the legend of the Furude family passes down, if for 8 generations in a row the firstborn child is a girl, the 8th daughter will be the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. If we go by this legend, the characters used for Oyashiro-sama's name should be O for honorable, Ya for 8, and Shiro for generation. These characters' assignments are simply something I've thought up. There is no way to verify it. If this is true, then Oyashiro-sama would have been named as such under the assumption he would come again. The second coming of an object of worship can be seen in several religions, so this isn't unusual. But a few of these religions call the second coming of their object of worship a day of judgment, or something along those lines, and we must not forget they mean it to be the end of the world. Rika Furude, pampered and loved dearly by the elderly folk in the village. The rumors say she is the 8th generation and Oyashiro-sama. I do not know the family tree of the Furudes, but at the very least, I can confirm that for the past 2 generations, the first child has been a girl. Rika Furude watches over Hinamizawa. If the village were to lose her protection, what would happen? Would peace between man and demon be lost? Would it once again create a hellish landscape where man-eating demons run rampant? A gruesome feast of the demons, who suddenly remembered how delicious the weak humans were, who would only cry, scream, and run for their lives. What would that look like? Just imagining it is enough to make my heart pound with excitement.
So, what do we think? What do we think?
My head was pounding. The sky was bright. It was cold, too. It hurt. Each sensation I felt led to a new and different one awakening. When I came to, I was lying face first on a dry riverbed. A few body parts hurt a lot. The skin over a bunch of my joints was torn, turned blue or red or oozing blood. I could tell it was my bones that were in pain from the agony I felt whenever I moved. I looked up and saw how high the bridge from which I had fallen was. Considering I dropped from there, it was a miracle that I could open my eyes again.
I I gotta use the bathroom. I will be back, don't worry. Okay, I'm back. You see what had happened was I heard the river and my body was like, what the heck? No, I didn't go number 2. I had to pee. I heard the river and I was like, oh no, I can't sit here any longer. And then I was like, I need a snack too. So why not I just take a bite? Oh, hello, VTuber ASMR fan. That was a banger song, by the way. Yeah, it was done by a racist. Did a good job. I don't know if I told the story, but I won't tell it again. What? Yeah. I think that was the one. Yeah, that was the one that did that messaged me the song. He's like, I like your stuff, but I can't tell my racist friends that I like your stuff because they're gonna be mad at me. I was like, that's okay. If you're out there, hi! They like your song, see? You don't have to be scared. But I understand. You think I'm telling my hood friends?
Hey, y'all. I'm what's called a VTuber on the internet. Y'all know your girl, yes. And I be looking like an anime girl and shit. And I be doing big things. Y'all know.
You think I do that?
Hey, yo, motherfucker, don't be fucking with me. I'm a VTuber, bitch. What?
Do you think it's hard enough to explain to my mom where my money comes from this shit. How do your hood friends feel about VNs? They ain't got one fucking book. Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna be real talk about this. When I was growing up, I just realized this the other fucking day, bro. Other fucking day. I'm sitting down. I got myself a library, right? I got a library over here with manga and shit. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, did any of my friends have a shelf with books up on it? No.
Not one. I can't remember one friend I had when I was younger that had a bookshelf. Not one. So I would stop being black. Never! I'm mixed though. I'm not like the other Puerto Rican girls, Mom. There's like a bajillion Puerto Rican VTubers. It's weird. Mine is floor to ceiling. Oh, that'd be so nice. I don't know if I have enough space for something like that. But yeah, I read a lot of books and I read a lot of manga and I read a lot of shit. But nope. Nobody has a book. Another thing I didn't see are PCs. Ain't none of them got PCs. There must be something in the water in Puerto Rico. No, it wasn't in Puerto Rico. It was here. I'm eating a snack. Hold on. Yum, yum, yum. I take forever to read books because I just make memes instead of getting distracted. Not gonna lie. And get distracted.
Are you a Zoomer? You sound like a Zoomer.
You gotta stop getting distracted. You have to try. You have to force yourself not to get distracted. How about you try? If you want to stop it, I don't know if you want to stop all that sensory overload shit. Just get off of social media for a while. Get rid of your phone. Go into the woods and just like try not to die from a bear or something, though. But yeah, just get away from that shit. And you'll feel better. I've been using social media less and less and less. Cause I just get disappointed. Everything I just look at, I just get fucking disappointed. It's just bad fucking... But making memes is how I stay sane. Are you sure you're sane right now? Are you sure? Anyway.
Considering I dropped from there, it was a miracle that I could open my eyes again. Right next to me was a broken, upside-down car seat, which I guess some pranksters had brought here. Maybe this thing had been No way! Maybe this thing had been conveniently... Is that...
Conveniently.
Lying right under me, allowing me to escape instant death. Miraculous. Of course, I didn't know whether this miracle was fortunate or unfortunate. I'd failed to die, and now I was stuck in this insane world. How long had I been unconscious for? The sun was high in the sky, so it looked like only 1 or 2 hours had passed. But my body's sluggishness didn't make it feel at all like so short a time had gone by. Mentally, it felt like I'd been asleep here for a decade. The more feeling returned to my body, the more the pain flooded in. I'm gonna move this closer to my face. Yes, I'm moving it closer.
Hold it.
The more feeling returned to my body, the more the pain flooded in. It hurt so much. It would have been better not to have woken up. I needed to get to a doctor. Yeah, to Coach's clinic. The term Coach's clinic brought memories back one after another. Memories I wish I hadn't recalled. Totoko was no longer on the bridge. She would have returned to Hinamizawa by now. And she would. Put some clothes on. Go to the clinic. Get a checkup. And report on how crazy I'd seemed. The police were waiting for me without a doubt. This time, they would find out for real that I'd killed her uncle and arrest me. This time, would they find out for real that I'd killed her uncle and arrest me? Or would they just send me to a mental institution like I thought they might? Still, I didn't care which it was. Please, someone stop all of this pain. You can boil me or cook me after that. Whatever you want. I began to walk unsteadily, just limping along. I went downstream, and then through an animal trail, Wait, I'm trying to think. Why is he alive? Anyway, I went downstream, and then through an animal trail-like path through the woods. I walked haphazardly, searching for a path I knew. Eventually, I came across a familiar road and set off towards the clinic. Not my house, but to the clinic, which had treated me like a lunatic. It was hot and humid. There was no wind, and the air was stagnant. For a while now, I had been smelling the terrible stench of burned eggs. It had made my face scrunch up. And then, at last, I noticed something. I couldn't hear any cicadas. It was the first time I'd heard Hinamizawa be so utterly silent. When I thought back, it seemed like birds always chirped in the morning, cicadas always cried loudly in the afternoon, and higurashi always rose up in chorus in the evening. Always something to hear. I couldn't hear a single insect. The only thing I could hear was the rustling of the wind brushing the treetops. I had never experienced this sort of quiet before. Even the only sound coming from the trees lacked life somehow. The trees were yellow, and many leaves were spread on the ground, despite it being too early for autumn. Even the weeds that had been growing so persistently at the side of the road had yellowed, browned, and lost their vigor. Only the sunlight itself was of the June Hinamizawa I knew. And yet, it seemed like the seasons had switched all of a sudden. Looking at the fallen leaves and rotting weeds led me to spot a few small insects turned on their backs. They weren't moving. They were corpses. I looked closer to see insect corpses scattered all around, like a child had collected them as samples and then strewn them about. This stench, what was it? It was terrible, like burned eggs, combined with all the bug corpses and leaves falling from the trees in the summer. Had someone sprayed herbicides or pesticides around here? Even at school, we apparently fumigate. They call it pest disinfection or something, once or twice a year. I hadn't run into anybody, despite how bright it was outside. It was mid-afternoon, and yet it felt like I was sauntering about at midnight. Well, with this smell, nobody would want to be walking around outside. Just what was this anyway? There was no sound, no noise, not even a breath. Hinamizawa was silent. The school would come into view right after turning this corner, and yet I couldn't hear any commotion at all. None of the shouts or grunts that children always made. It was simply quiet. Just as pretending to ignore the silence had grown intolerable, I just saw the school. And finally, I heard something. It was the sound of a few trucks. There were a few very tall trucks parked in the schoolyard, idling. About 10 workers in raincoats were unloading things from their trunks. It was hot and humid, even in my casual clothing. I couldn't imagine how unbearable that must have been. And then I remembered. Our school was rented from the Forest Service field office building, wasn't it? It wasn't strange at all for the Forest Service trucks to be doing some kind of work in the schoolyard. Besides, what did forest rangers do anyway? I felt bad for them having to work in such heat, and with such a stench about. They were taking colorful cargo out of the truck and lining it up in the schoolyard. They were containers, fairly large ones, inside multicolored patchwork bags. Heavy, too. They were being carried in pairs. They lined them up very neatly, like tuna at a riverside fish market. Several, dozens, hundreds of tuna were completely filling the fairly wide schoolyard up.
What is this?
I forgot my pain for a little while, captivated by this big forest ranger job I'd never seen before. As I stood there, watching in a daze, the people in raincoats working on the other side noticed me. One of them pointed me out, and they shouted a few things back and forth. I thought they might yell at me for getting in their way, so I decided to leave post-haste. But then, 2 trucks drove up behind me. I stepped aside, and they entered the schoolyard. Sheets covered their trunks, but I could tell they were completely full. As they passed, there was that awful smell that made me want to choke. It wasn't the same burned egg smell as before, but an even worse one, like rotten crab meat. What on earth was it? I'd been enshrouded in one terrible stench after another all day. Then, certain white letters emblazoned on the side of passing trucks caught my eye. Ground Self-Defense Forces. What? Self-Defense Forces? Like the army? Why was the army in the schoolyard?
おい君、
Hey, you.
どこから入ってきた？
Where did you come from?
Oh no.
Suddenly, someone slapped me on the shoulders from behind. I turned around, and a canopied SDF Jeep was parked there. The SDF person on a green raincoat and gas mask like in the movies, carrying a compressed air cylinder. He didn't look normal. There wasn't an inch of exposed skin anywhere.
どこから入ってきた？
Where did I... Ow, ow! When I tried to talk, I stretched a wound on my head. It made the SDF people exchange glances. I couldn't see their faces through the mask, but they seemed surprised.
君はひなみ様の住民か？
Do you live in Hinamizawa?
住所と
Can
名
you
前
tell
を
us
言
your
える
name and address?
一応
Well,
ここに住んでます
yeah.
けど、
I sort of live here.
名前は
My
前
name
原圭一です。
is Keiichi Marabara.
あ、住所は獅子骨市ひなみ沢村。
Oh, and my address, Hinamizawa Village, Shishibone. After seeing me tell them my name and address without hesitation, one of the SDF people watching from the Jeep started talking into the radio.
本部、応答願います。
Base, do you read?
本部、
Base,
応答願いま
do
す。
you read?
402生存者発見。
We have a 402 survivor
繰
discovered.
り返す。402
I
生
repeat,
存者発
we
見
have。a 402. We found a survivor.
場所は営林署入り口前。
He's in front of the Forest Service office.
Base, we copy. Secure the survivor at once.
Oh, I need that. Hold on. No? No. Yes.
This is Base, we copy. Secure the survivor at once. What is his status?
生存者は健在。
Healthy.
全身に外傷を認められるも生命
A
に支障なし。
survivor.
How was I voicing him? I don't remember. I'll just do this. The voices sound all muffled. Where's the sock? Like this? Like this?
Healthy. Wounded all over, but not
自
fatally.
立歩行可
He
能。
can walk on his own.
これより保護し
We'll
本部へ
send
送
him
致し
for
ます。
HQ for safety.
I was prepared to go along with the police, but the SDF... I couldn't help but think it seemed a little bit much.
And Sawa just so happened to have a sock nearby. I didn't use a sock. I actually used a book cover. See? It's a book cover. Hold on. I couldn't find the sock. It's missing. Oh, it's over there. I couldn't use the sock. It's a book cover that I use to cover up my camera. Anyway.
They urged me into the back of the Jeep, and then they told me to put on this gigantic gas mask, and I did so, and one of the troops fiddled around with it, strapping it tightly to me. It was heavy, hard to see out of, hot, and difficult to breathe. Just looking at the world through the lenses, it made me lose its sense of reality. It made it lose its sense of reality. So, did I just say, hey, I think this Hinamizawa should die? And it's dying? Is that what I just did? My breathing sounded like some giant monster through the mask. At this point, I had no idea what was happening. Yeah, his power level was way too high. With much trepidation, I asked the trooper adjusting my mask.
すみません。
すみません。
何かあったんですか？
Has something happened?
君はどこにいたんだ？
Where were you?
何をしていたんだ？
What were you doing?
Hey, don't answer a question with more questions. I was the one asking you.
ずっと山に入ったところにある吊り橋から落っこちて。
Fell from a rope bridge way back in the
河原
mountains.
で多分気絶してました。
I think I passed out on the
今
riverbed.
日が何曜日かもよくわからない
I
です。
don't actually know what day it is.
今日は昭和58年の6月22日
Today is June 22nd,
水
1983,
曜日だ。
Wednesday.
That surprised me. Sotoko pushed me off the bridge on Tuesday, the 21st. That meant I'd been asleep on that riverbed for an entire day. So what could have happened in an entire day where there's like gas and shit everywhere?
改めて聞きますけど、何があったんですか？
Forgive me for asking again, but did something happen?
なんで自衛隊が来てるんです
Why is the SDF here?
何かの訓練ですか？
Is this a drill? Had my question been that difficult for him? None of the troopers would answer me. The one in the driver's seat talking in his own radio turned on the vehicles. He turned the dial, and some broadcast station or another came in. I started listening to the voice of a radio announcer I was familiar with.
より首相官邸で行われました。記者団からの自衛隊の災害出動が迅速に行われなかったことが前例のない未曾有の大災害に直結したのではないかとの質問に対し、奥野官房長官は次のようにコメントしました。
Was conducted at the Prime Minister's office in regards to questions from the press that the SDF not responding to the disaster promptly was directly related to this unprecedented, unheard of catastrophe. Chief Cabinet Secretary Okuno had this to say.
でありまして、県知事からの派遣要請を受けて迅速に対応したものと思っております。
And so, I believe once the SDF received the dispatch order from the prefectural governor, they responded promptly.
とこのように述べ、要請を受けてからの自衛隊の出動は迅速であった。むしろ
According to
県側の
him,
事態把握に遅れがあった可能性を示唆しました。
according to him, the SDF was prompt to respond to this crisis after receiving their orders. He implied that it was the prefecture's responsibility for taking too long to comprehend the situation.
そもそも自衛隊の派遣を要請した県知事は、災害発生から前例のない大災害であることをいつ認識できたのか、そして災害派遣要請までにいわゆるお役所的なロスタイムが生じ、被害の拡大を招いたのではないか、今後の究明が待たれています。
What is going on? When did the governor who requested the SDF's dispatch actually become aware of the outbreak of such an unprecedented catastrophe? And did he not invite further damage because of the time lost before he sent the request for disaster relief? In other words, because of the bureaucracy? We are awaiting further investigation into this matter.
首相官邸より報道部の尾形記者がお送りしました。さて、ここでもう一度災害発生からの行政の対応を振り返ります。
That was Miss Okada reporting from the Prime Minister's official residence. At this point, we can take another look at the political response following this disaster. But what happened? In the middle of the night, between June 21st and June 22nd,
A large-scale disaster broke out in Hinamizawa village Shishibone. The details have not yet been investigated, but there was an eruption of volcanic gas from somewhere in the Hinamizawa area. The gas was relatively heavy, and as it spewed out, it began to flow. That flow went down along a small river and headed directly into Hinamizawa village. After a few hours, it had covered the entire region. It happened in the middle of the night, 2 to 4 a.m. Every home and household in the village was afflicted. With most of the residents asleep, it was thought that they all died without noticing the crisis. The catastrophe striking in the middle of the night caused its detection to come too late. But there was still one small opportunity to have noticed it. 3 a.m. A news dealer's shop in Okinomiya sent a vehicle carrying one morning newspaper to its branch office in Hinamizawa. Usually the shop would be contacted upon the vehicle's arrival. But this morning, that didn't happen. The news dealer shop made repeated calls, but got no response. The shopkeeper sent his eldest son to check on things, but they lost contact with him as well.
非常に悔やまれています。この時点で警察か消防への連絡があったなら、事態はもっと改善されていた可能性が高いでしょう。
It is extremely regrettable.
村全滅という惨劇は免れた可能性があります。
It is extremely regrettable. If they had contacted the police or fire department at this point, it is highly possible the situation would have turned out more positively. At the very least, it's possible that a portion of the village might have been saved from this tragic annihilation.
6 a.m. Residents in the areas in the same region began continuously calling 119 to report the smell of rotten eggs, dizziness, nausea, and headaches. The fire department received the same reports, all from the same confined region. They all speculated a truck loaded with chemicals may have gotten into an accident and reported it to the local police. 6:30 a.m. Contact was lost with a patrol car on duty in Hinamizawa area after the officer reported the smell of rotten eggs. The local police considered the possibility of a large-scale disaster involving highly lethal gas and reported it to the prefecture and prefectural police at 7:15 a.m. 8 a.m. The governor was traveling to a nearby prefectures for inspection, so in accordance with regulations, the prefectural environmental disaster prevention chief was provisionally escalated to director general and set up a disaster countermeasures office. However, without contacting the governor, the countermeasures came too late.
近年、市民団体によって指摘されていますが、議員待遇者との視察旅行は完全に親睦を目的にしたもので、主演三昧だと噂されています。
As has recently been pointed out by citizens groups, his trips with honorary Diet members to inspect other prefectures was based solely on good relations, and it's rumored they preoccupied themselves with a drinking party.
近い筋の話では、知事は徹夜で飲んだくれて、泥酔状態で就寝していたそうです。環境部長から電話があった時も泥酔していて、全く取り合ってもらえなかったのだそうです。
Sources closer to him claim the governor had been drinking all night and had gone to sleep in a drunken state. He was completely drunk when the environmental chief phoned him as well, and apparently he could not get him to pay attention to the matter.
And so the authorities, in the hour or so it took for the governor to grasp the situation and sober up, did nothing but accumulate information.
知事は言うに及びませんが、知事不在時には本部長を務めることになる環境部長にも怠慢の責任が問われるでしょう。また、県としても大災害を想定したマニュアルが用意されておらず、対応が常に後手に回ってしまったのが致命的でした。
Though not as extreme as the governor's case, the environmental chief who became director general in the governor's absence will likely also be questioned about his negligence. In addition, without any procedures in place on the prefecture's side that predicted catastrophes this massive, they would always react too late, and that ended up being fatal.
So it's multiple people fucking up all at once. What a coincidence! Right after I wanted this Hinamizawa to go away.
On the advice of the prefectural police, the governor requested a disaster relief mission from the SDF. By the time the Chemical Defense Unit, equipped with protective equipment, arrived on the scene, 8 hours had already passed since the incident's outbreak.
とにかく深夜の就寝中というのは不運でした。同じ災害でも日中に起こっていれば全く違ったでしょう。
At the skeptical panda donated $2 to the
Arigato.
most wickedest Sawashama. Kichi, I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
You're right!
I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
Oh my gosh, he just wishes it and they're dead. He doesn't even need a silly notebook. Or potato chips. Or nothing.
Whatever the case may be, it was unfortunate this happened while everyone was sleeping in the middle of the night. Had the same disaster occurred during the day, it likely would have been entirely different. All households in the Hinamizawa village region were wiped out. There were over 1,000 victims. The SDF is still confirming the situation on the ground, but the results are predicted to only increase that number.
スタジオにはゲストとして火山性の災害にお詳しい地学博士の藤原先生にお越しいただいております。
Here with us in studio today
このような
is
恐ろ
some
しい
nerd,
6月が突然湧き出すようなことはあるのでしょうか。
a professor at whatever university, who is well acquainted with volcanic disasters. Doctor, can such a sudden and horrible outburst of poisonous gas actually happen?
火口部に限定して申し上げれば決して珍しいことではありません。
Yeah, this isn't all unusual for this to happen right around craters at least.
火山大国日本にはたくさんの活火山がありますが、それらの火口部はいずれも危険なガスの噴出する危険性があり、一般登山者も火口部周辺には立ち入らないのが一般的です。
Actually, Japan is a volcanic nation, and it has so many active volcanoes. There's always a danger of hazardous gas around any of these craters, and it's generally a rule among mountain climbers not to go near
で
them.
は今回ひなみ沢村を襲った卵のフラン臭のするガスというのも火口部では一般的なガスということですか？
Does this mean the rotten egg smell that visited Hinamizawa village was the normal sort of gas from volcanic craters?
卵のフラン臭という特徴から、おそらく火山ガスの中でも事故例の多い硫化水素によるものだと考えられます。高い濃度であれば非常に危険なものです。
Actually, judging by how it smelled like rotten eggs, we think it was hydrogen sulfide, a gas seen particularly frequently in accidents compared to other volcanic gases. If it's dense, it becomes extremely dangerous.
ひなみ沢村は火山の火口部とは全く縁遠い場所にあるわけですが、そういった火口部でない場所にもその硫化水素が発生することがあるのでしょうか。
I'm getting sleepy. But I thought Hinamizawa village was far away from the volcano. How did this happen?
Hinamizawa village is very far away from the craters of any volcanoes. Can hydrogen sulfide be generated even from a place not close to a crater?
詳しいことが分かっていないので、まだはっきりとしたことは申し上げられませんが、外国の例で温泉の地下のマグマだまりからガスが噴出したという記録があります。極めて希少な例ですが、必ずしも火口部でなくても発生の可能性はあるということです。
I don't know all the details, so I can't say anything concrete. But in other countries, there are records of gas eruptions due to the magma buildup under hot springs. It's an extremely rare event, but it is possible for such a thing to happen even in a region not near craters.
先生、ありがとうございました。今、防衛庁から発表があった模様です。防衛庁の森川さん。
Thank you so very much, Doctor. We appear to have an announcement from someone who isn't a nerd, the Japan Defense Agency. Miss Morikawa, are you there?
はい、防衛庁です。先ほど防衛庁は、ひなみ沢村ガス災害の主原因となった火山性ガスについて、 陸上自衛隊科学学校での分析の結果、二酸化炭素と硫化水素の混合ガスによるものだったと発表しました。
Yeah, I'm at the Japan Defense Agency. The agency has just made an announcement regarding the source of Hinamizawa Village gas disaster. It was from a computer. It was actually internet gas.
Oh no, it's gonna give people superpowers.
$2 to the most wickedest Sawashama.
Arigato.
Damn politicians, all PP no count.
Baka.
Anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah. I'm so tired today. I've been doing so much stuff for Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm at the Japan Defense Agency. The agency has just made an announcement regarding the source of Hinamizawa gas disaster. Analysis from the Ground Self-Defense Forces Department of Chemistry has found, bro, get this. The gas was a mixture of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide.
森川さん、そのガスは依然として噴出を続け、周囲に拡大しているのでしょうか。
Miss Morikawa, do you know whether the gas is erupting or spreading to nearby areas?
現在、南沢村で救助活動に入っている自衛隊第9師団の報告として、ガスの濃度は徐々に薄まりつつある。これ以上の被害の拡大はないと発表しました。
According to the SDF's 9th Division, we're currently engaged in a rescue operation at Hinamizawa Village. The gas density is steadily increasing. They've announced that the damage will not spread.
ですが依然、南沢村地区は危険な状態にあることには変わりなく、今後も注意深く監視を続ける必要があるようです。
However, it does not change the fact that surrounding areas are still in danger, and that very strict observation must be maintained.
防衛庁から報道部の森川記者がお伝えしました。続きまして、避難を余儀なくされている沖宮地区住民の模様をリポートします。現在、避難所の一つとなっている下篠崎小学校に報道部の現地記者がお伝えいたします。
That was Morikawa from the Japan Defense Agency, and now we have a report on the state of those who have been made to evacuate the Okinomiya area. Shinozaki Elementary School is one of the evacuation sites, and we currently have a report on scene.
何ですか?
Wait, what? Inside the jeep, clambering and bouncing along the rough road, no one answered my muttered question. An unprecedented catastrophe had destroyed Hinamizawa in a single night. Where was Hinamizawa Village anyway? Some place deep in the mountains, right? Names of places I heard about on the radio were always like that. They were all places I'd never heard of, much less knew the locations of. Wiped out. What does that mean? Don't they usually say how many died and how many were injured? How many people were alive? Where did everyone evacuate to? Eventually we came into view of Coach's clinic. For the first time, I saw the flag of Japan hanging on a pole outside. Japan's circular sun hung down as though exhausted. Many SDF agents were set up in the clinic's big parking lot, and many strict security vehicles were parked there as well. Watch Satoko be there. If she's there, I'm gonna be pissed! When they saw the jeep coming, men in white clothing and gas masks came running out of the clinic, frantically carrying a stretcher.
もう大丈夫だよ。
You're going to be all right.
具合は
How do you feel?
歩けるかい?
Can you walk?
歩けます。
Yeah. Ow. And because of my ows, they forced me to lay in the stretcher anyway, like a bitch. People who seemed like doctors were looking at me and notifying others of my condition via radio.
外傷多数
Multiple wounds.
骨折もしくは
High
内臓損傷の可
possibility
能
of
性在
fractures and internal damage.
頭部に大きな裂傷
Large laceration to the
瞳孔
head.
正常
Pupils normal,
眼
but
底に
even
出
without
血なく
bleeding
も
from the
脳内損傷の可能性は否定
Fundus?
できず
fundus? Brain damage is still possible.
And then, from the clinic entrance, people lying on stretchers were brought outside to replace me. Judging by their clothing, they were from Hinamizawa, and that's how I knew they were victims. They brought the stretchers in front of a truck. 2 troops holding shoulders and legs, like some kind of baggage, picked them up and threw them into the trunk. Wha- 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 In the trunk of the truck, people's bodies, piled in heaps. They were just like baggage, and they told me they were already nothing but shells. And they told me they were already nothing but shells.
At McHawk donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. His
Arigato.
guasi got blowout.
I didn't know that's what you were into, but okay.
At that moment, I remembered all of those colorful sacks filling the trunk, and them lined up in the schoolyard like a fish market. Hundreds of empty shells, corpses, 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 corpses.
Baka!
You jackasses! Don't just throw victims in like that! You gotta gently place them. They lived here!
Oh, thank you, McHawk, for the 30 gifted memberships! Woohoo! Boy, 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 boy. Arigato. Remember to say thank you, chat. Remember to say thank you.
Baka.
The troops carrying the sack answered with a humble salute. The world didn't need this insane version of Hinamizawa. My final wish, again, it was granted. I didn't understand anything anymore. None of it mattered. I wished, I cursed, and then it happened the next day. And please, tomorrow morning, let me die. That insane night, it's still going on. Please, please, end it already.
Hey, he's lost consciousness. Shout his name. Quickly.
Marebara-kun. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just blink! Marebara-kun! Marebara-kun! Marebara-kun!
Suddenly, the world didn't matter to me anymore. Yeah, nothing matters. I wasn't interested in their cries.
His breathing stopped. Get his respiratory tract open. Use CPR.
Ah, yes, my first kiss. Lay it on me, Doc.
Make him live. Damn it. Damn it. No more dead people.
No more dead people!
Nobody deserves to die. Don't kill him. He has so much to live for. He has so many more curses to put on people.
Oh my gosh.
Don't kill him. Oh no, I'm dying.
Don't kill him. Please, God, no.
I could hear the voice of a man crying and screaming in my ears. Nobody deserves to die. Those words came from his heart. They were so commonplace. And they soaked into my heart, too. Maybe it was a mistake to take someone's life. Even if it was to save Satoko. If this is the price I had to pay, this horrible tragedy, then this is a little much. Oh, Yashiro-sama. Why? Why did you never punish me? Come to think of it, Satoko said something. Oh, Yashiro-sama's actual curse never goes for the target at first, but kills everyone they love before that. Oh, Yashiro-sama's curse. It was a convenient excuse I told myself at the very end. It wasn't my curse that destroyed it, but Oyashiro-sama's. Given that I wasn't a stretcher, this next bit might have been obvious. But last of all, I realized one thing. Yeah, today, I had not heard those footsteps following me, even once. And now, I was liberated. As the cries of the Higurashi I couldn't have been hearing filled my mind. This tearful ensemble was the only funeral march I had. June 22nd, 1983, early morning. A widespread disaster occurred in Hinamizawa village, Shishibone Prefecture. Volcanic gas, carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide, erupted from Onigafuchi Swamp, one of the Hinamizawa's area's water sources, and spread through the entire village. There were 1,200 victims. 20 have gone missing. The catastrophe was unprecedented, forcing local governments to evacuate approximately 600,000 people. According to later investigations, magma pools and hot springs were uncovered directly under Onigafuchi Swamp, and the gas that gushed from it was determined to be the cause of the disaster. In addition, directly after the incident broke out, many came forth claiming this disaster was a curse based in Hinamizawa village legends, first sparking a wave of chaos. There were apparently local legends of a curse spreading a miasma, destroying the village. And some scholars believe a similar gas disaster may have happened in the past and remain part of these legends. More extreme periodicals suggest that this was an extension of the string of freak death incidents that have been happening in recent years in Hinamizawa village, stirring interest in theories about this curse of Oyashiro-sama. In addition, relatives of those in Hinamizawa village who had escaped the disaster complained of sickness afterwards and were hospitalized. Some of them even died of unknown causes, further encouraging some extreme opinions. On top of that, several relatives professing to be possessed by Oyashiro-sama's curse committed suicide in strange ways, and the impact of the disaster has had on the entire nation can no longer be ignored. Wild visions of terrible toxic gas sneaking around in the middle of the night, killing people, spilled across the country, causing a steady stream of people complaining of insomnia, difficulty breathing, headache, dizziness, etc. Some who identified themselves as being obsessed by it began doing odd things. Oh no, the gas is gonna get me! Most of these were mistakenly attributed to the tabloid press, but afterward, Some even began to call the mental issues arising from the Hinamizawa tragedy the Hinamizawa syndrome. The Hinamizawa village region, the object of all kinds of rumors and speculation, is currently closed off, and even flying overhead is prohibited. The prohibition was, at one point, undone as a result of a decrease in the gas density, but that autumn another gas burst was confirmed, leading to the area being cordoned off again. Word is that the area is sound asleep, all traces of its former life intact and left to rot. Only one survivor remains, Keiichi Matabata, he's a teenager, who lived at, Hinamizawa village. At the time of the rescue, he had some trouble breathing due to fluid buildup in his lungs, but as a result of life-saving procedures, he was kept alive. He is currently in a general hospital somewhere in the prefecture. The press have been asking for him for some time, but all interviews are being refused. What did he see in Hinamizawa? What happened between June 21st and June 22nd in Hinamizawa village? Today, he remains silent and willing to speak of it.
Oh wow, now they're showing the whole list of deaths. When missing, yes. When missing during investigation. Committed possibly suicide, possibly murdered. The gas memorandum. Oh man. Mion died, Reina died. Satoko Hojo when missing. Satoko Hojo went missing. Did I see that right? I wish I could pause this.
Baka.
Attempted suicide at victim's hospital. Diagnosed with severe mental disorder due to disaster. Yeah. Well, the game's over, right? The game's over. He didn't die. Keiichi lived. Good ending, baby. We did it. We saved Hinamizawa. We made it great again. Oh my gosh.
Ryukishi 07. Arigato!
I will say, I saw a little blurb about the guy that made this. And it was talking about how his family was helping him at the time. You know what? We should watch that documentary. It had to do with otaku culture. We should watch it. It's free on YouTube. What, June 2003?
An elderly couple living in Osaka Prefecture discovered a cassette tape while organizing the possessions of their son, who passed away 8 years ago. Their son went missing when his fishing boat capsized in 1995. He was 47 at the time of his death.
Huh.
At Tony Stark 8757 donated $5 to the most wickedest Sawashama. It said the gas came through the riverbed.
Yeah.
Wasn't Kichi in the riverbed the whole time, unconscious?
Yeah.
Or was that another river? Something stinks.
Something stinks, you telling me?
Does it smell like rotten eggs?
I thought he was at the river. Like, how could he not smell it? Or get hurt at all? Maybe it wasn't the swamp? Because they specifically mentioned the swamp. I don't know. Arigato itofu for that 10 gift memberships. Boy, 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 boy. Boy, 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 boy. Boy, 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 boy. Arigato. The author of this is the new Silent Hill writer too. For Silent Hill F. Everybody and their mama talking shit about Silent Hill F like it's gonna be bad. Don't ruin it. Please don't ruin it. It's like I feel like it's a big nothing burger. It's gonna be fine, right? It's gonna be fine. So what if some of the combat looks fucking weird and cheesy and dumb? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I sure as hell ain't paying full price for that fucking thing, though, I'll tell you what. You know, when I was looking at it, it had... Hold on, let me look at it again. Because I put it on my wish list, but I'm not going to get it unless it's on sale. Left. $70. Okay? $70. And when I saw the page for it, I scroll down. It has pre-purchase. Yuck. $70, right? Then it has
Advance access starts September 22nd. Pre-purchase Silent Hill F Digital Deluxe.
What does that mean?
Pre-purchase this edition and play the game starting 2 days ahead of full release.
2 days ahead of full release? What? Ooh, 2 days ahead. $80. $79.99. Oh, hell no. I saw that shit. Yeah, 2 whole days. 2 whole days, guys. Like, you download it. There's no box. Why are we forcing scarcity here? Does that make sense? Like, why are they trying to make us feel like we need to play this shit early? I almost said slur. No, you don't, stupid. That's what I said when I saw it. I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You're not trying to do this because money. It's digital. It's fucking digital. The fuck? I don't understand. It may be a really great game, but $80? I don't know about that. $70? I don't know about that. Streamers to start early, etc. Oh god, that's true. I wasn't using my streamer brain.
Oh, guys, I get to play this 2 days earlier. Yeah, I paid $80 for it.
I need to get it first so I can get it on YouTube first. Do you think DSP is gonna play it? Do you think he's gonna do that shit?
Think of the content.
He's gonna complain about it being Japanese. I swear. Let's put money down. Oh, I can't wait. You'll pay $25 if you wait 6 months? I don't know. Some games don't go on sale as much. I don't know how the Silent Hill games work on the sale. But, those games with the picture, what is that called? Where you have a photo and you take pictures of ghosts and shit? I waited so fucking long for those games to go on sale. I got them on sale, but I waited like years. Fatal Frame, yeah. I waited years for those to go on sale. On Steam, I waited and waited and waited. But yeah, I should play them for the spooky month. I should play them now. Fuck this. Okay, back to this.
Their son went missing when his fishing boat capsized in 1995. He was 47 at the time of his death. 8 years later, in 2003, they'd begun to organize their son's remains in order to organize their minds, and came across a cassette tape in question. From 1975 to 1989, the deceased had experience working as a journalist for a photography periodical and this tape is thought to have been created during that time. The label on the tape read 11/28/1983, Keiichi Marabata. It is thought the tape was recorded during an interview with Keiichi Marabata, the only survivor of the Great Hinamizawa disaster that occurred in June of 1983. As the only person who lived through the disaster on the night of June 21st, shrouded in mystery, many interested parties attempted to question him, but he never once spoke physically to anyone in a public place. Therefore, the tape caused quite a stir, possibly being of extremely high value. Click.
なんだか録音されてると思うとすごく喋りにくいですね。
It's really hard to talk about stuff when I know I'm being recorded.
気にしない気にしない。
Please, don't worry about it.
ほら、こうすれば録音してるのも気にならないでしょ。
Here, it won't be a problem if I do this, right?
After this, the sound quality dramatically decreases. Did he cover the recording device with something?
じゃあ始めるね。
Oh shit, he is muffled. Hold on, where's my thing?
Then let's get started.
まず最初の質問から。
Here's my first question.
ケイチ君はあの大災害の夜どこにいたのかな？
Hold on, should I cover my pop? Hold on.
Here's my first question. Keiichi-kun, where were you on the night of the great disaster?
神社から裏に抜けてずっと林道を進んで
I'd gone behind the shrine, then took a path through the woods for a while.
吊り橋があるんですよ。
There was a rope bridge there.
山に入る少し前に
A little while before you get into the mountains.
そこから落ちて気を失ってました。
I fell from there and lost consciousness.
それは大災害の夜、つまり21日から22日にかけての深夜のこと？
Did this happen the night of the disaster? Between the 21st and the 22nd?
いいえ、
No,
21日の火曜日の朝です。
it was the morning of the 21st, on a
それ
Tuesday.
で次の日の昼間に目を覚ましたわけですから1日半はそこで気を失ってたと思います。
Which means I woke up the afternoon of the next day. I think I was out for a day and a half.
どうしてそんなところに？
Why on earth were you there?
誰もが持つ疑
I
問だけど、
mean,
当日は平日で、しかも落ちた橋は君の家と学校からは大きく離れているよね。
I'm sure everyone wants to know, but the bridge you fell from the day, a weekday I might add, was quite far from both your house and the school, wasn't it?
ザックバランに行って、君が大災害の発生を事前に知っていて、
Speaking frankly, there were some who say you knew of the great disaster beforehand.
村から逃げる途中に吊り橋から落ちたんじゃないかっていう声もあるんだけど。
And fell from the rope bridge as you were trying to flee the village.
冗談じゃないです。
This isn't a joke.
勝手なことを言わないでください。
Please don't be so arbitrary about this.
私も随分ひどい言い分だと思うよ。
Hey, kid, I think it's a terrible thing to say too.
悪くしない
Please don't be offended.
さて、
Anyway,
次に圭一君が落ちたという吊り橋なんだけど、
about the rope bridge you fell from. It was right here on the map, right?
神社の裏から林道を抜けて至る吊り橋というのは、
The rope bridge beyond the back of the shrine through the path in the woods.
多分
Probably.
俺もあんまり行かないところなので。
I never went over there, so I can't say for sure.
I guess I just want to know why you're out somewhere you've never been before on a weekday morning.
それで、この君が気絶していたという河原なんだけど、実はそれはありえないという噂は知っているかい？
Then, well, about the riverbed you fell unconscious on. Have you heard the rumors about that being impossible?
ありえない。
I'm still stuck in that world. Impossible.
また
That
ありえない。
that word. Again.
また
Again.
まだ
Again.
For a little while, Keiichi Madarabara mutters the word impossible several times.
どうしてありえないと
Why? Would it be impossible?
火山ガスが発生したのは鬼ヶ淵という沼なのは知ってるよね。
You know how the
Let me take this shit off.
You know how the volcanic gas originated in the Onigafushi swamp.
それで学者の先生が緻密な模型を使ってシミュレーションをしたら興味深いことが分かったんだってさ。
Some scholars did some pretty delicate simulations and modeling and discovered something very interesting.
例の火山ガスってのは空気よりも重いらしくて。
The volcanic gas was heavier than air.
地形に沿って低いところへ低いところへ流れ込む水みたいな性質があるんだってさ。
So it went along the ground, flowing into lower and lower places, kinda like what water does.
それで発生源の鬼ヶ淵沼からそういうガスが噴出し、どれくらいの時間をかけて村を覆うのか実験がされたんだ。
And the Onigafushi swamp as its source, they were able to test how much time it would take for the gas to erupt and spread across the whole
そ
village.
したらさ、
So, well,
君が気絶していたという
the riverbed you were unconscious
流
on,
れ込むんだよ、ガスが。
the gas, it would have flowed down from there.
Oh yeah, someone in chat mentioned that.
よく言ってる意味がわからないんですが
I don't really understand what you're getting at.
つまり、君が本当にこの河原で気絶していたなら、君は丸一晩、猛毒の火山ガスの中にいたことになるんだよ。
In other words, if you were really passed out on that riverbed, you would have been in the middle of all that toxic gas that was spreading around everywhere last night.
だからつま
That
り、
night.
君がここで気絶をしていた可能性は否定されたわけさ。
That means there was no chance you could have been passed out there.
もっとざっくばらんに言うよ。
Allow me to be a little more frank.
私はね、君が嘘をついているんじゃ
I
ない
think
かなって思うん
maybe
だ。
you might be telling a lie.
君は大災害の時、安全なところに身を潜めていて、ガスが薄れた頃合いを見計らって村に現れて自衛隊の人に保護された。
During the great disaster, you were hiding in a safe place, keeping an eye out for when the gas got thinner, then reappeared and were secured by the
どう
SDF.
かな？
How about that?
図星かな？
Is that right on the mark?
For a short time, the journalist presses Keiichi Madarabara further in a teasing way, but all that can be heard are heavy sighs.
別に仮にそうだったとしても俺は今更驚きませんけどね。
Even if that was the case, I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
驚かないとはどういう意味だい？
What do you mean? You wouldn't be surprised.
Was this recording really taken of Keiichi Madarabara? Some harbor suspicions.
You said it before, didn't you?
ありえないって。
That it was impossible.
あのひなみ沢ではありえないことなんていくらでも起こるんです。
Impossible things happen in Hinamizawa all the time. There are people who shouldn't be existing.
死んだはずの人が生きて
Dead people end up alive.
そんなこと珍しいこと
It's
じゃ
not
ない
really
んです
that unusual.
まさか俺自身が死んだはずなのに生きているってやつを立証しようとはね。
Never thought I, of all people, would be asked to prove that I was still alive when I was supposed to have died.
This kid's crazy.
The journalist and Keiichi Madarabara both laughed for a while. To verify its authenticity, I had others in the Madarabara family check the tapes with his voice in it. However, the sound was not clear, and much time has passed, so the relatives I checked with couldn't remember what he sounded like. I was unable to gain positive proof that it was actually his voice. Oh.
All right then, I'll change the subject.
あの大災害
What do you think of the debate between whether this disaster was the curse, the fifth year of the serial freak death incidents in Hinamizawa?
いや、それはないですね。
I don't think it
5
was.
年目のたたりは俺ですから。
I was the curse that year after all.
え？
Huh?
何のこと？
What do you mean?
何のことって。あんたの話に対する答え
What
ですよ。
do I was just answering the question.
Doubts also remain regarding the date 11/28 written on the tape.
言っても信じないでしょうけど。
The curse. Well, you probably won't believe me when I tell you
俺
this.
が起こしたんです。
I was the one who caused it.
俺がね、こんな村、丸ごと死んじまえって願ったから。
I was the one who wished for the whole village to die. And it happened.
それは
What
豪
an
快な話だね。
exciting story.
公開？
Exciting.
そういう面白い言い方もあるんですね。
I suppose you can call it that. Yeah.
高野さんも俺が殺したし。
After
監督
Matabara
も大
Keiichi's
石も俺が殺
failed
した。
suicide attempt on a certain August day 2 months after the disaster, he was diagnosed with a mental disorder and transported to a treatment facility.
Oh god.
I was the one who killed Takana-san. And Coach. And Oishi too.
あの時の俺にはね、何か神がかり的な力が宿ってたんですよ。
At the time, I had some kind of divine power.
そ
Yes.
う。例えるなら、
I suppose it was like
足音かな。
footsteps.
足音？
Footsteps. Wait.
なんだいそれ？
What's that supposed to mean?
あんた、足音を聞いたこともないんですか？
You. Have you ever heard footsteps before?
ペタペタ、
Tip tap tip tap.
ひたひた。
Click click.
The facility never allowed any news coverage, so it's extremely unlikely that a tape from the media dated August 1983 would have his voice in it.
Today, when you're walking around, try stopping suddenly. Something interesting will happen.
それでね、
Anyway,
自分がちゃんと立ち止まったにもかかわらず、足音が一つ余計に聞こえたなら、
if you hear an extra footstep, even though you'd already stopped
気
walking,
をつけた方がいいですよ。
you'd better be careful, you know.
Yes, I'll be careful.
そんなに俺、面白いこと話してますか？
Is what I'm saying really that funny to you? Huh.
あんた、さっきからヘラヘラと笑ってばかりですね。
However, the reporter had been criticized for his forceful methods of collecting data while he was active. So there is still a possibility that he broke into the facility and forced Keiichi Matabara to talk.
You've been doing nothing but laugh in my face this whole time.
監督と同じだ。
You're just like Coach.
俺のことを
You pretend to sympathize with me,
話を聞いた
to
りす
listen
る
to what I
ふりを
have
しな
to
がら
say.
その実
Your eyes are telling me you think
そ
I'm
の
a
ことを以上
lunatic.
That's not true.
いや、俺にはわかるんです。
No, I can tell.
あんたの目は監督と同じだ。
Your eyes are the same as Coach's.
Is this truly Keiichi
もう
Matabara's
足音は
voice?
聞こえない。
The authenticity of this recording is still wrapped in mystery.
I never heard the footsteps again after that day.
だから俺にはもう、あんな恐ろしい力は残ってないだろうけど。
So I don't think I have that terrible power anymore.
今ここでもう一度、あんたの死を願ってみるよ。
Perhaps, right here, right now, I'll wish for you to die.
俺に不愉快な話ばかりをする。あんたの死を。
I'll wish for your death for saying all these unpleasant things.
そうだな。今回は一つ、死に方も決めてみようかな。
Yes, this time, why don't I decide how you die?
高野さんは焼け死にだったから。じゃああんたは逆に水だ。
Takana-san was burned to death, so let's go with the opposite. With water.
水に溺れて死ぬ。
I hope you drown and die. How's that?
15 years after this tape was created.
次の朝までには必ず死んでる。
15 years after this tape was created, the reporter, just as Keiichi Marabata had predicted, died in an accident out on the sea.
If I'm in top form like I was then, you die before tomorrow morning for sure.
さてあんたは何日後に水で死ぬかな。
Now then, I wonder how many days it will take for you to drown.
あんたも気をつけろよ。
You'd better be careful, you know.
俺ごとき
Don't go getting yourself killed by some stupid curse put on you, okay?
The recording ends in the middle of Keiichi Marabata's laughter. And Keiichi Marabata. Late on the night of 11/30/1983, 2 days after the interview, he suddenly died from a high fever. Records remain of the strange words he kept giving after pressing the call button the day before he died.
足音が
An extra
extra set of footsteps.
Ah, so I did die.
Rip, rip. So I have a question. What do we think chapter 4 is going to be about then? I feel like we could just end it here. I feel like we still don't have answers.
Stark donated $3 to the
We have enough.
If they said the gas was in the river,
Yeah.
Peachy was fine.
Yeah.
Then where did the gas really come from? And how does gas make people go missing? Someone's hiding something.
Yeah, 20 people were missing, but that could just mean like something else. I don't know. Bodies go missing all the time, duh. I don't know. I don't know. Like, we need more. Probably a brand new timeline. Yeah, but like, I feel like if he ended it here, I would actually be good. I like this chapter a lot. What do we think of this chapter? Because I liked it.
5 minutes later.
A bit slow. It was rough. I didn't hate it though. I didn't hate it. It was sad. It was insane. That's what the fuck it was. It was sad. What do we think? Okay, chapter Land of Mion. Too bad. Too bad. I wonder what the next one could be even about. Like, this was really quick stream in and out. It's been 3 hours! You guys, I'm not... I'm old and I have to get to bed. It's okay. It's okay. Who killed Rika? Why did they kill Rika? Yeah, there's a lot of questions unanswered. Was the uncle still alive? Notice we brought that up, and she said, no, the uncle, don't bring him up, no. I actually think we did kill him. I don't believe a word she said. We did not see. I get it. Oh, we didn't see his body and the thing. But remember at the start of this, there was a body that they found, and I think it's his body. We killed him. We killed him. He's dead. We killed him. I don't trust any fucking... We killed him! Didn't she also freak about the footsteps? Yes, she did. Almost as if she knows more than what she's saying. Possessed. Like, she was too eager to say, oh, they're possessed, and that's possession, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. And then at the end of this, she disappeared? She was not killed by the gas, right? Was I right? I don't know. Seems there's only one more questions arc, and then we finally get answers. So hold on, let me look at what we got. I gotta go to GOG. Higurashi on names. And they cry, but wait. Okay. So the next chapter is Himasubishi.
Evil Delinquent 3920 donated $5 to the most wickedest Sawashama.
Arigato.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. The next chapter is shorter. I don't know about that. That's what you said about this one. Let's see this chapter. It's a lot of Rika. So it's going to be a lot of Rika, so that's good. She's my favorite. Someone said this is the longest chapter. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. Alright, thank you for being here. I want to thank you for donating, and I hope you had fun. Because this chapter, I actually liked it better than the second chapter. I know some of you are like, oh, you're wrong, Sour. There's not a lot of Mion, and there's not a lot of, her not getting a doll. That was so great. Bullshit! This one is actually a better one. And you know what? I kind of like the ending. I kind of like him being, cursed and accosted by Yoshiro-sama and all that. I kind of preferred this one with the toxic brap gas flowing through Yoshiro-sama. The next chapter is considered somewhat weaker, but it is shorter. Does it answer anything, or is it just is it just there? Do we just Rika, do we get more info about Rika? I hope we do. Anyway. Good night, everybody. Is another question arc, okay. And then after that, go back. I think we get answers. Huh? What is this? No, chapter 5 says Miyakashi. This doesn't seem like an answer arc. Are they labeled with answer arc? How would I know? And then this one's the chapter 6 is Sumi Horoboshi. What the fuck? Where's the answer arcs? Do I have them? I have okay, I have here 8 chapters. We're going to 4. Then I have next chapter is 7 is Minagoroshi. And then yeah. Those are answer arcs? Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for being here again. And I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna send you somewhere nice. Don't worry. Bye-bye. I go sleep now. I go sleepy time. I go sleep. Baka.